And we're about 5 minutes away from game start. This is going to be game 1 on track 2 of Flat Track Fever 2025. This is the West Coast Spirit taking on CJRD. Skating in black for West Coast Spirit, we got 007 Tuffy, 02 Pinky, 102 Pearl Jam, 11 Cinderella, 123 Maggie Mayhem, 14 Kitty Catapult, 1430 Red Streaks, 16 Aska Jam, 33 Poison Dart Frog, 555 Chaos, 56 Alita Batty Angel, 66 Brat-tastic, and 68 Fee-Fi-Fo Fum, 77 Mad Max, and 828 Lunar. Skating in white for CJRD, we've got 1010 Hell's Bell, 11 Purple Venom, 111 Hex, 19 Violet Venom, 1967 Chevy Impaler, 1978 Grease Lightning, number 3 Ditzy Dynamo, 333 Green Venom, 38 Havoc Harbinger, 44 Loch Ness Monster, 59 Dead Velvet, 62 Powerline, 666 Pink Venom, 9 Karma, and 913 Wheel Crusher. This is Junior Roller Derby, so you see the refs are checking all the juniors. Make sure all their safety gear is on and proper. Make sure everyone is safe. That's the right third base, Corbin. Our jam line here on track 2 is sponsored by Trail Appliances. Our penalty box is sponsored by Genuine. Our scoreboard announcements are sponsored by U Singers Calgary and Men's Roller Derby Association Championship taking place in Salem, Oregon. For all those in-house, you can check out our wonderful array of vendors. We got Alberta College of Massage Therapy. They're offering massage students here to help ease those aches and pains from on and off the track. Bad Girlfriend Skates is here today. They were here yesterday for all your roller skate apparel, gear, accessories, and more. B Works by Red Karma. That is Red Streaks fundraising for their trip to Australia with Team Canada Juniors. We got the Beat Generation here. They recently completed a trip. We were in Kalamazoo for some derby. They have various gear ranging for different merch that you can pick up. Calgary Roller Derby Association, both the Calgary Adult Roller Derby juniors and adults have all their swag here. We got Calgary Gumball from Calgary Super Leagues. It's a women's division Super League. The team has won the opportunity to compete at the C Nationals this summer after earning a silver at the provincials this year. We got Derby Girl Chocolates here. They are fundraising for Team Canada for She-Hulk. We got Team Divergence here with a bunch of their team swag. Full Mobility Chiropractic has some on-site to treat skaters and officials. Be sure to book your appointment today. Offering a Flat Track Fever special, which includes $50 treatments and custom-made orthotics for $300. You don't want to pass up these amazing prices. Myo Lab is here. On-site treatment for massage and chiro. Make sure to book your appointment at their booth as soon as you can. Nerd Roller Skates, you can go visit Projectile. They're selling gear and accessories. Having issues with your skates? See Projectile for any skate maintenance needs. Skelgrove is here with assorted goods to help the Team Canada Juniors players get to Australia. And Untamed Fernie, designs made for the busy women who want to look good and feel fabulous. Untamed focuses on creating everyday clothing that is practical and comfortable, also being fun, flattering, and unique. Each piece is enhanced with a special touch by collaborating with local artists, printing their artwork onto fabric, and incorporating their design into the creations. That rolling whistle means it is time for Derby. That is 30-second warning. Lining up, we got Cinderella is your jammer for West Coast Spirit. Karma, the starting jammer for Calgary Roller Derby. And Cinderella gets in and just past Grease Lightning there. Karma pushing, trying to get their way through. That's Kitty Catapult, Tuffy, and another number I'm missing. Grease Lightning is headed to the penalty box for a penalty. Cinderella scores 4 and calls off that jam. Puts West Coast Spirit out to a 4-0 lead. Brat-tastic going to be jamming for West Coast Spirit, bugging Dead Velvet. Brat-tastic is through. Brat-tastic almost through. Gets caught there by Havoc. Excellent block there by Havoc. Prevented Brat-tastic from scoring any points. Now got Red Streaks going to be jamming against Powerline. Powerline trying to push their way through. And Red Streaks gets lead. Was held back a little by Powerline, still trying to get through that first initial. And there's a forearm call. That one going to Lunar. The penalty box is now clear for Calgary skaters. Powerline still struggling to make that initial pass. And they do. Red Streaks looks up, gets some direction from the bench. Kamsu just gets past the blockers. Powerline now trying to get through. Red Streaks is coming through for another scoring pass. That's now a cut penalty going to Pearl Jam. Now Red Streaks now put up another 4. That puts them at 16 on this jam. Or maybe 12. Oh, they're just fast with the fingers. Hell's Bell is taking the star from Powerline. Is able to pick up 2 points. Looks like we got an official timeout. Our jam is still counting down, so looks like there might be a technical issue because Calgary did get 2 points on that jam. Got some points missing here or there. We got a timeout, get our clock reset. How do I change this to penalties?
Oh, just
I did back row?
the other tab. No, click the other tab.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your overlay admin.
Oh, will it show them on this now?
Yeah.
Oh. But it'll show them up on there.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why you can bring up the roster on one channel or on one tab, and then have the overlay on the other tab, and then flip back and forth.
Flip back and forth. Okay. They're always scores currently 20-3 while they're sorting stuff out. Let's play around my little digital play thing and see what we got for penalties. There's your penalties for West Coast.
Yes, I was hoping that the wireless would work this morning.
We got some computer issues, so we're gonna see about switching it up or what they're gonna do. We are working on the wireless in this facility, and we need to have the scoreboard so we can run. So we're gonna get stuff sorted out. In the meantime, how was day one, Muffin?
Day one was excellent.
Here, let me get you a microphone here. Let me unmute you. How was day one, Muffin?
I think day one actually went really well. We had some stellar games. The All-Stars did not beat up too heavily on the Dogs. I thought they were going to obliterate us pretty bad.
I had no idea how that game was turned out, and it turned out a lot more lopsided than I thought it was going to turn out.
I thought they were actually going to kill us. But they were pretty nice. After the half, I think they kind of came out and brought their A game. And for anyone who stayed for the very last game, we did pie a player yesterday.
I think you ate some whipped cream, didn't you?
I did. I got pied yesterday. It was a ton of fun. So today we're doing fundraiser as well. So today is Pie a Coach.
Who are the coaches? We got Wolfblade,
Pay the Pain, and Cinderfella. So those are the three coaches and captains for NBT and for Rocky View. So if you are a Rocky View player and you may have a grudge against your coach, you can pie them today.
and tomorrow we get to Pie Juniors, correct?
That's correct.
I think
Tomorrow
it-
is Pie Junior.
I think it's She-Hulk, April Sowers, and Killer Cupcake, if I'm not mistaken.
Mo. It's
Oh.
Mo, Sours, and Cupcake.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Mo, Sowers, and Cupcake.
So if you want to pie a coach today or pie a junior tomorrow, you have to go visit the Schnook merch table, and the highest bidder wins.
So I think it starts around $10, right? $10 is the opening bid.
I think it's $15 today.
Oh, $15 today. Stepping the amount up. We got our bench coaches here. They're talking to their squids out there dancing, talking to the line. Pterodactyl's out there showing off that fancy helmet. Did you know that Pterodactyl was on a reality TV show, the Ultimate Canadian Race Challenge or something like that?
No, actually, I did not know that.
They were on. I think someone on their team got COVID, so then they got pulled, or I can't remember if they got pulled or they got eliminated, and then they got back into the game because another team, someone got COVID, and the whole team got eliminated.
That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of interesting facts about a lot of different of the refs and the players. It's always cool to learn something new.
Well, they got eliminated, and then they got back in because I remember watching. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. If no one from Derby's playing, I don't care about this anymore. And then I found out they got back in. I'm like, oh, I should have still watched it. Thank you to all of our fantastic volunteers, our NSOs. Without them, we wouldn't be able to manage that penalty box, that scoreboard, and keep track of the penalties as they go along. And all of our skating officials. Flat Track Fever is a pretty big event here. We have, how many refs do we have signed up for this? There's upwards of like 30 refs, isn't there? There's got to be.
I'm pretty sure we're at like 30 or 40 refs and 30 or 40 NSOs.
Because there's two full crews.
Yep.
Like there's two tracks going at the same time of a full crew. And I think there's alternating crews for each track. So you're looking at like 7, 14, 28 refs minimum.
I believe we have 4 full crews between 2 tracks for both NSOs and refs, and then I think we have about 45 volunteers running around on top of Chinook board members.
And they're doing and they're volunteering, and they're probably NSOing, and they're
Playing
they're
as well.
doing it. It's a busy weekend for pretty much everyone.
Absolutely.
Like I'm announcing, I don't know how many games today. I think I got like 4 games
I think
today.
you're announcing a lot of games.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad there's lots of announcers that signed up because initially it was scary when there was only like me and no one else. I mean, I like the sound of my own voice, but I'm pretty sure other people don't.
We'll try to recruit you more announcers.
I try and get juniors to do it. Last night I tried, but they were just a little bit too young. So one of them just kept humming into the microphone. It was like unbearable. I'm like, oh, you're gonna
Good
get.
though. It was like a steady feedback noise in the background.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, that's not good. That's not good, buddy.
Are we having a technology problem? Is that
There's a problem with the laptop, the scoring laptop. It's like lagging, so they're trying to get that sorted out. So,
have you asked the IT guy to turn it on and off again?
oh, looks like we're back good and we're good to go. This will be Purple Venom now jamming against Alita Battle Angel. Let me pull my rosters back up here so I can see him. And Alita Battle Angel gets through first. And Venom is knocked out and goes back up. They're held back there by Askajam and Maggie Mayhem. And Purple Venom does get free. There we go. Purple Venom, both jammers on scoring passes. And both jammers are coming back around for scoring passes again. Bench yelling for them to call it, and they do. They picked up a full 4. Purple Venom did not get any on that second pass. Cinderella now going to be jamming against Grease Lightning. No, that's Karma. That is Karma jamming for Calgary. Karma trying to get through. It's a lineup there that is some solid work there by Lunar, Kitty Catapult, Tuffy, and Fee-Fi Fo-Fum. And Cinderella through on the outside there, past Ditzy Dynamo and Pink and Green Venom. Karma's taking the stop, looks for the pass. And we got a back block now on Cinderella. That means we are now jamming for the full 2 minutes. Pink Venom has taken the star from Karma. And Pink Venom gets through. Is now on the scoring pass. Comes back on the pack. Runs into Fee-Fi Fo-Fum. Fee-Fi Fo-Fum. Dead Velvet caught there. Cinderella caught there by Grease Lightning. Pink Venom struggling to get through the pack this second time for the score. And now we got a forearm penalty call on Kitty Catapult. And this jam has almost come to its end. Pink Venom is cycled back by Fee-Fi Fo-Fum. And the jam comes to its natural conclusion. Pink Venom was able to score 4 points. They were able to pass all the blockers, but got cycled back and had to go back through. Dead Velvet is now going to be jamming up against, that is Brat-tastic. Brat Tastic just powers his way through the line. Hell's Bell trying to organize the team as their jammer is in the box. No pack call, able to take advantage of that. Havoc, Gabby, and Wheel Crusher doing their best to try and hold back Brat Tastic back, but they can't. And Brat Tastic gets through on the outside. Comes back through. Oh, it's caught there by Grease Lightning. Cycled partially back. We got a directional call on Wheel Crusher. Takes a look. Askajam takes a back block penalty, but it is a good penalty as Brat Tastic was able to get through the pack for another 4 points. And Brat Tastic takes the inside lane now. Brass Tackets come around for more. Scored 20 so far as the highest scoring jam of the game. Pushed out by Hell's Bell. Cycle back. He's trying to get through. No pack call. That is a destruction penalty or failure to form penalty on Grease. Dead Bell has come back, so the jammer's now back on the line for Calgary. That power jam is over. Hell's Bell's chasing down Brat Tastic and does take an out-of-play procedural penalty. And West Coast Spirit is now up 70-11. Calgary is calling a timeout. Each team gets 3 timeouts and one official review per half. Should they win their official review in the half, they do get a second one. They do get to retain it. All the refs will be able to catch their breath, take a drink of water. Score is 70-11. We got a 59-point difference. Just a couple jams, and that's what made it happen. Let's play with my overlays here. I think I can do... Let's see how this works. Let's go Spirit points per jam. Oh, I got to change the scale of that so you can see it on the... Oh, it shows both. There we go. Black is on each jam for West Coast. Blue is for Calgary. Yeah, and we're back. There's now power line back on the line for Calgary. Hell's Bell and Grease Lightning starting this jam in the box. And your jammers red streaks for West Coast Spirit. I should have known that from the socks. Powerline trying to push their way through. That's Lunar. Solid base there on that tripod. Loch Ness Monster comes in and mashes up that pack. They're all able to skeet and get back in front of Powerline. Calgary blockers getting ready for red streaks to come back through. Red streaks is cycled back a little bit there by Locke. Locke, Grease, and Hex doing an excellent work there. And just as I say that, red streaks get through. We got a forearm now call. That is on Lunar. Oh, we got 2 penalties. Powerline now only has 2 blockers to get through. Trying to push their way through. And that sounds like a multiplayer now on West Coast Spirit blocker. They'll have to go back out. There's no seat for them to sit down, so they have to get returned to the track. They'll get to come back out after. Red Streaks will call it. And Pearl Jam will have to stay out on the track. So Pearl Jam would normally leave the track, but has to stay out on the track because they have to report to the box once there is someone standing and they are able to return. And I saw yesterday, I was watching Cakes play, and they had 4 blockers in the box at the start of a jam, and Dame had to get sent back out because you can't have no blockers on the track. Otherwise, there's no pack. You have to have at least one jammer on the track, and you have to have at least one blocker per team. And Karma gets lead. That is Karma's, I think, first lead of the game. That is against Alita Battle Angel. Karma runs through, gets through that pack. Excellent work there by Will Crusher and Violet Venom. Drop those arms so they don't get a multiplayer. Karma has the line on the outside. Scores 4, calls it. Oh, no, only got 3. Alita was able to pull up 8. $15 minutes in, or 13 minutes in now. West Coast Spirit up 92-14. Purple Venom now going to be jamming against Cinderella. Purple Venom trying to push their way through. A bunch of bodies are falling on the track. Hell's Bell, Ditzy come back and reform a pack. Lock catches the side. Hell's Bell catches Cinderella just enough to cycle him back. Oh, and they were just able to get past Ditzy. Purple Venom's taking the star off now to try and sneak through that pack, or possibly look for a star pass. Cinderella gets through, calls it off after scoring 4 more points. Dead Velvet now back on the track, going up against Brat-tastic. Brat-tastic's put up some pretty big jams. Looking for more. And held back by Chevy Impaler for a little bit. Enough, but not enough to stop them. And Green Venom's headed to the box now. As is Poison Dart Frog. And Dead Velvet is through for Calgary. Brat-tastic gets through, calls off that jam. And that jam put West Coast Spirit over the 100 points. They've hit the triple digits. And it looks like we got an official timeout. Chance to do some track repair. While this track repair is going on, I'm going to show the folks at home the penalties. So West Coast Spirit, there's your penalty sitting right now. M is multiplayer, X is cut, B is a back block, F is a forearm, D is a destruction, L is a low block, C is a what? What's C on the, what's the C?
Clockwise? No. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what the C is. I'll find out at half. Your penalties for Calgary. What's a G?
I'm not
G as well. Yeah. There's a couple G penalties.
Goals. Those are goals.
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 C is illegal contact, and G is yeah. Oh, G is a misconduct. And we're back. This will be Red Streaks taking on Powerline. And Powerline is off. That's going to be a power jam now for Red Streaks and West Coast Spirit. Hell's Bells sorting out, getting Lock, Wheel Crusher, and Havoc together. Your blockers out there for West Coast Spirit are Tuffy Kitty, Catapult, Poison Dart, Frog, who is just coming out of the box, and Lunar. Hell's Belly in there trying to stop those West Coast blockers from coming out. Chases Red Streak down a bit. Powerline's taking the star off. Just knocked out. But able to stay in because the blocker went out as well. Red Streaks is coming back for more. And Hell's Bell is now taking the star for Calgary. It's your jammer on record. Red Streaks comes through, gets the call to call off that jam. Karma now back out again. And that's going to be Cinderella. No, Alita Battle Angel. Your blockers out there for Calgary are Chevy Impaler, Violet Venom, Green Venom, and Hex. Your blockers for West Coast Spirit are Mad Max, Chaos, Aska Jam, and Pinky. And Alita Badger comes through. Chevy Impaler, gets the hit, but it goes out as well. So that's a no pass, no point there. Or no pass, no penalty. Purple Venom now coming back out again to jam for Calgary. This is Cinderella. Just over 12 minutes. Both are looking for their hole. Purple Venom is fighting on that tripod. That West Coast tripod. Loch Ness Monster's coming in to break it up with some help from Ditzy and Green Venom. Or Pink Venom. Green Venom had the line, but Cinderella able to jump over them. Hell's Bell is taking the star now. Chased by Kitty Catapult and Fifi Fofum. And Cinderella whips around, scores 3 and calls off that jam. Score now 131-14. Karma now jamming again against Aska Jam. This might be Aska Jam's first jam of the day. Karma runs into the pack, hits Poison Dart, Frog held back enough. Knocked out by Brat-tastic, but Brat-tastic goes out as well. Aska Jam runs into Chevy and Hex. Blockers now come in to help out. Karma pushes Bradtastic out of the way, but not enough. It's knocked out by Poison Dart Frog. Askajam scores and more for another 4. Karma looking for a line. And that is Mad Max there holding them back. And Karma almost through, but Bradtastic caught just enough of them. And Hex and Green Venom doing a solid job there, keeping Askajam back. Violet Venom in the box. Karma just has to get past Dart Frog, and does. And it looks like that was an out-of-play call on Poison Dart Frog. Karma runs it. And Karma backs through. Looks like Red Streaks is going to be taken on, that is Dead Velvet. Dead Velvet will only have 1 blocker to have to get past, as there are 3 blockers in the box. A little bit of confusion. Now, I'm not sure what's going on here. And all his skaters are back. Dead Velvet has lead jam, has scored 8 points so far. Looking for more. All your blockers are back for both teams. Dead Velvet knocked down by Poison Dart Frog. Poison Dart Frog goes down as well. But Dead Velvet calls off that jam. They were able to get 12 points. Brings Calgary up to 30 to 153 for West Coast Spirit. Looks like we're going to get an official timeout. Officials are going to sort some stuff out here. I think there was some confusion at the start of that jam. Well, we got this official timeout. Let's go glance at the penalty summary again. Penalties for Calgary. Oh, I need a mouse. There we go. Penalties for Calgary. Oh, I just showed those. There we go. Penalties right now for West Coast Spirit. Have lots of trouble double tapping here, apparently. There we go. 7.5 minutes left. Scores 153 to 30. 123 points separating these teams. That is now Lita Battle Angel and Purple Venom now going head to head on the track as your jammers. Looks like there might have been another penalty assessed to West Coast. Oh, excellent work there. Apex jump by Lita Battle Angel, able to get past. Purple Venom looking for that star pass to Chevy Impaler. Almost made the pass, but realized they can't make the pass well down. You do have to be standing. Both your jammer and your pivot have to be standing in play. And Chevy takes advantage of a penalty there by 68. That is Fifi Fofum. Lita Banjoli tell just keep skating. They do have 2 blockers in the box, so want to clear that up a bit. And Chevy gets through and scores 4. Yay, Chevy! That's my kid, so I'm biased towards them a bit. And right at the end there, that looks like there was a cut call on Alita Battle Angel. That means Calgary will be starting this jam on a power jam. Power jam, and it will also be down 1 blocker for West Coast. Green Venom starting this jam in the box. Powerline hoping to take advantage of this. Alita Banjolita will be starting this jam in the box. And Powerline quickly through on the inside. A lot easier when there's 1 less blocker to contend with and no jammer, so your team can play full offense. Come back around, Calgary's got a full complement of blockers out. Powerline runs into Chaos. Chaos is knocked down by Wheel Crusher, making some space for Powerline. All your blockers now back out for West Coast Spirit. And Powerline's 2 for 4. Getting them call from the bench to keep skating. And Alita Bandolino finishes their first pass. Powerline calls off that jam. Was able to put up 5. Brings Calgary up to 39 points to 173. Just over 4 minutes. Karma and Red Streaks lining up on that Trail Appliances sponsored jammer line. Your penalty box, once again, is sponsored by Genuine. Scoreboards brought to you by U Singers of Calgary and Men's Roller Derby Association Championship taking place in Salem, Oregon. And Red Streaks is through with lead. Karma able to stand up to that hit from Cinderella. Red Streaks calls off that jam after scoring 4, keeping them down. Don't forget to at halftime to check out all of our fantastic vendors. Don't forget to get your raffle tickets. They are for a $2 donation. You can collect them at the merch table. You can enter to win a Carriage House gift pack valued at $350, 4 general admission passes to Callaway Park, a gift certificate for 5 open gym sessions at Fit Set Ninja Calgary, $50 gift certificate to Notable, a fantastic restaurant in Bowness, a family membership for 1 year at the Hangar Museum, and a family mini golf package at Winsport. Also a reminder today, we do have our Shenanigans game taking place at 7 o'clock on track 1. Dead Velvet gets lead jam. Brad Tastic was held back just enough there by Pink Venom, Ditzy, and Wheel Crusher. Dead Velvet tries the apex jump, couldn't quite nail it. And Brad Tastic, a little dip there past Hell's Bell. Dead Velvet cycled back again. That's some excellent work there. That's Poison Dart Frog, Pinky, and Mad Max. Jammers are trying to get through, and Bratastic gets through. Dead Velvet calls it. Oh, looks like that might have been, I think that might have been mouthguard penalty on someone. It almost looked like Graffy was signaling that there was a mouthguard call there on Ditzy. Ditzy Dynamo headed to the box. And looks like Calgary's going to call for an official review. I'm going to take this opportunity to quick. Oh, I can't run over there quick. I need a runner to go find out what the official review is regarding. Well, while this official review is happening, we'll show you the penalties again quick. Penalties here for West Coast Spirit. Still getting close for someone. Penalties here for Calgary. No one in penalty trouble yet. Well, the officials have said what they're going to do. They will talk about what's going to happen. See whether Calgary wins it. If Calgary does win it, they do retain their official review. And they will still have a second one for this half. There's only 2 minutes left in this half, so most likely not going to need a second one this half. Most likely not, but I've seen it happen. Official review is over. The head ref will now communicate their findings. What they say the call was. Coaches are nodding. They agree with the call from the refs. We'll see if that dot disappears from Calgary. I don't see the timeouts on the board there, on the scoreboard. Usually when they're trying to either get a penalty rescinded or have a penalty assessed. Purple Venom now going to be jamming. That is now... Oh, is that Cinderella? Yeah, that's Cinderella. No, that's Tuffy. Tuffy's first jam of the day. Oh, Pink Venom, Purple Venom almost got through. Little trip up. Karma on the defense there, trying to get Tuffy back, and they can't. Calgary blockers are holding back. Well, that might have been 2 penalties assessed to Ditzy because they went in this first half. There we go. Karma in there smashing, making sure Fifi Fofum knows where Karma is. I don't think Fifi will forget. Kitty catapults back out now for trying to hold Purple Venom back, and they do. That tripod's now formed again. Chevy in there trying to stop. Can't quite catch. 45 seconds left, almost halftime. Don't forget to check out all of our fantastic vendors. All of them are located in the other track. Other than West Coast Spirit do have a table here with their gear. Also, while you're here, don't forget the Shenanigans game. You can bid on different shenanigans. And also on the Flat Track Fever website, on their Facebook page, you can organize and scan the QR code and vote on the overall tournament MVP. The winner of that will get a $250 Rydell Skates gift certificate, available from the Rydell shop. Powerline powers through, just gets past Chaos and Mad Max. Thank you to our medics for coming out. And who's ready for some more Derby? 1.5 minutes till Derby time. Everyone's still finishing checking out all of our fantastic vendors. Hopefully some people are voting for the Flat Track Fever 2025 Tournament MVP, the winner of which will get a Rydell Skates gift certificate valued at $250. You can vote online. There is a Google form. I also got a QR code here you can scan. And I do believe there's some more kind of hiding out and about. After this game at 11:15 starting, we do have Avalanche City taking on Northern BC. Then we got at 1:15, we got the Rocky View Rebels Junior Roller Derby taking on the Windy City Wipeouts Junior Roller Derby. 3:15, we got High Altitude Roller Derby here on track 2 taking on the NF Bombs. Then at 5:15, we got West Coast Spirit playing again their second game, going against Windy City Wipeouts. And then to finish off the day at 7:15 p.m., we got Team Ontario Adult Roller Derby taking on Northern BC. If you want to check out track 1 in between games as well, right now we got Team Divergence taking on High Altitude. Then at 11 a.m., the Crude Assassins are taking on Medicine Hat. At 1 p.m., we got Team Ontario on track 1 taking on the Jane Deers. A couple of actually junior skaters from Calgary are skating in that game. At 3 p.m., we got the Natural Born Thrillers taking on Saskatoon Northern Pikes. At 5 p.m., we got Team Divergence taking on the Eves of Destruction. And then at 7 p.m., we got our fundraiser game. It is going to be a shenanigans game. It is a beach theme with assorted different shenanigans ranging from your jammers wearing pole floaties and assorted other shenanigans. You can actually bid on them somewhere. I'm not sure where. The CCRD's merch table, you can purchase your shenanigans for the shenanigan game. Dead Velvet starts this jam. It looks like they are on a power jam as Lita Bagel Angel is in the box. And that's a forearm to Chaos. Dead Velvet chased down by Poison Dart Frog. Able to stay up and on their skates. Dart Frog is out. And Battle Angel gets through. Dead Velvet gets through on the inside, scores 4. Is told to just keep skating, score some more points. And Alita has now put up. Dead Velvet's now going to the box for a high block, it looked like. They'll be sitting in the box, the Genuine sponsored power or penalty box. Battle Angel able to hit by Chevy and Pillar, but able to stay in bounds. Come back around to the pack. Bump, that's Hell's Bell, Karma, and Chevy Impaler. And Grease and Lightning. All 4 of those blockers for Calgary were actually in Kalamazoo with the Beat Generation here a little while ago. Along with Chaos and Poison Dart Frog from... And once again, we got on this same track. Next game after this will be Team Northern BC taking on Avalanche City. That game is going to be at 11:15, and I'll say 11:15-ish because with the glass on the track and assorted other stoppages, we might end up running a little bit behind. We might just reduce that gap. Oh, the other team has to be below 25 points and 150-point difference. Okay. Cakes just confirmed the blowout rules. It was 150-point difference, and the other team has to be over or under 25 points. This is now Purple Venom jamming against Fifi Fofum. This may very well be Fifi's first jam of the game. Fifi knocked out by Green Venom, cycled back. Green Venom looking for the star, it does take it. Trying to get past those blockers. We have a successful start pass. Tuffy is returning from the box. And Fifi's put up 4 and counting now. Looking for some more. And Green Venom gets through the pack. Has now finished their initial pass and is now on a scoring pass. Fifi has cycled back. Bench yelling for them, call it, and they do. And now we got an official timeout. Refs are going to get everything sorted out here. We're still looking to being close to being on time for the next game. We got 3 skaters in the injury. We got Brat Tastic now going to be jamming against Powerline. Hell's Bell, Pink Venom, Chevy Impaler, and Grease Lightning are your blockers for Calgary. Mad Max, Chaos. I'm going to say Pinky. And Azka Jam are your jammers for Windy City. Or West Coast, not Windy City. Close. Brat-tastic is through, scored 4. And Hell's Bell has taken the star now for Azka Jam has taken a failure reform penalty. Brat-tastic will call off that jam after scoring 8. Red Streaks now is going to be jamming up against Dead Velvet. This jam is on. And Red Streaks has managed to get through. As does Dead Velvet, able to stay up and in. Karma taking out one of the skaters and took out Locke as well. Hex almost caught part of Red Streaks, but couldn't quite. Red Streaks is able to skate by. And it looks like there is a directional call on Cinderella. Forced on by Karma, as Karma's trying to keep them back, so Dead Velvet didn't have to cycle all the way back. And now that's another penalty. I don't know who that's on. I don't see anyone skating off, so maybe it wasn't called. 4 points for Dead Velvet. Looking for more. That's a total of 8 so far on this jam. Red Streaks calls that jam from the ground after scoring 3 more. Brings them to 245 to 170. And Chaos is now going to be jamming against Purple Venom. It's the next game. Rock and roll. Yeah, the jam is on. And Chaos gets through and gets lead. And we got a forearm call now on Brat-tastic. Purple Venom trying to get through. That is Cinderella holding them back. They have a gap and take advantage of it. And Green Venom's going off for a forearm, as is Cinderella. And part of the box is cleared. Karma took another penalty during that jam. A low block. And the jam is on. This is now power line. Jamming for Calgary. And Fifi Full Thumb is going off for a penalty, as is Grease Lightning. Brat Tastic has now come back onto the track. Power line knocked down, but the pack got ahead of them, so they're able to get back up. Power line is cycled back. That is Cinderella. Power line trying to force their way through. Goes down. And that's a multiplayer now going to Tuffy. Power line looks like they took off the star and passed it to Hell's Bell. That means we're skating for the full 2 minutes, as Power line was lead jammer. That means 2-minute jams. Well, there's another penalty to 68. That is, wrong one. 6-8 is Fifi Fofum. Bell comes up and runs into Brat Tastic. Brat Tastic takes the penalty for blocking out a play. Hells Bell's now put up 8 points, looking for more. And Hells Bell gets through on the inside. And Hells Bell, that jam comes to an end. Hells Bell able to put up a total of 12 points on that jam, brings Calgary to 82 to 255 for West Coast Spirit. And West Coast Spirit is calling a timeout. I'll see what I can play around with here. We got our points per jam that I can show. That shows you overall for how the scoring has gone this game. Well, I have to scale that way back. $11:15 on this track. Yeah, we're 15 minutes off. We're close to being on time. Yeah, the tracks are offset by 15 minutes. Dead Velvet going to be a jammer on record for Calgary. Fifi Fofum starting this jam in the box. The jam is on. Dead Velvet trying to get through. Almost got through, but is knocked down by... That is Alita Battle Angel. Fifi Full Thumb comes out of the box. There's a forearm now call. Excellent work there by Green Venom, knocking Fifi Full Thumb down. Dead Velvet is your lead jammer of record. Pink Venom there went for another hit. Couldn't quite get it. And Dead Velvet's put up 4. Brat-tastic rejoins the pack. Jam comes to an end. And looks. Our clock is counting down, but it says we're still in timeout. There's something squirrely with that clock. There we go. We'll get that game with pool-themed rules, which will be purchased and played during the game to add some fun and shenanigans. Proceeds go to support the CCRD. You can make those purchases from cash or card at the CCRD merch table. You can purchase as many rules as you want. Give people you want and make it crazy fun. We now got Karma on the jam line. Cinderella is your starting jammer for West Coast. They'll be starting this jam in the box. Oh. Brought to take that off. And we're back. Karma is back. Trying to get through. Still looking for that initial pass. Runs into a West Coast sandwich. Cinderella is now out of the box. Looks through and does get lead. We got a low block there call on red streaks. Cinderella runs into Hex and able to knock them down, but then runs into Grease. A couple of big skaters able to keep them back. And then Green Venom with a little bit of help too and giving another shot. Grease comes up, trying to make some space for Karma. Does, but not before Karma gets stopped. That jam gets called off. West Coast able to put up 6 on that jam. Brings our score to 265. Or no, sorry. Karma got 2 points, so 263 to 95. Had that wrong. Brat-tastic now going to be jamming again. And we got another official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by No One. We should get some sponsors for that next year. Your penalty box there that looks like Cinderella is heading to, so it looks like Brat-tastic will not be starting this jam. Cinderella is going to the box, the genuine sponsor box, except no imitations. Purple Venom lining up alone on that Trail Appliances jam line. Oh. I heard someone yelling. I thought it was Evil, but maybe it was Weevil. Not sure. And Purple is cycled back there. Looking to turn on the Jets. Caught by Mad Maximo, but it looks like there's a penalty on the pivot. Purple Venom is through. Chevy and Paley there stop Cinderella in their tracks, but they're able to get back up and go. Find another route. Purple Venom trying to push their way through. Chevy and Paler, solid hit there, is able to knock Cinderella back. And cycles them back partway. I think Cinderella might have been looking for a call on that, but did not get it. And Loch Ness Monster's now headed to the box. This might be Locke's first penalty of the game. Cinderella calling to give the team a little bit, and Purple just decides to call that jam off. Let's see. Let's quickly glance at the penalties here for the folks at home. And we're back. Powerline is going to be jamming against Tuffy. Powerline gets lead, is knocked down by Red Streaks, and cycled back. And we got a high block there call on Tuffy. Or forearm, maybe. Oh, and Powerline did secure lead and passed off that star. That means we are skating for the full 2 minutes. Karma's now your jammer for Calgary, trying to push their way through. Looks like that might be, I'm not sure what that penalty is on Karma. Tuffy did finish their full 30 seconds, so Karma will have to sit for the full 30. Muffin, what's that? What penalty is that? Oh, illegal contact. I don't know the hand signals. I don't know all of them. The illegal contact call there was on Karma. You're skating for the full 2 minutes. When in doubt, call it illegal contact and let it get sorted out after. I know something happened there. I just don't know what, so. Illegal procedure is generally mouth guard. And you don't see it that often in adults or level 3 juniors. And Tuffy able to stay inbounds there on that inside line. Able to stay up. Karma looking to push through. And that jam comes to its natural conclusion. We got a score of 279-99. Dead Velvet up here going to be going up against Brat-tastic. Hoping to put Calgary over that century mark. And Brat-tastic is through the pack quick. Dead Velvet is coming back around. Looking for that first pass. Some solid work there. That is... Fifi Fofum is now taking a penalty. So they are now off. And Dead Velvet is through. Dead Velvet has now secured... is now on scoring pass. Brat-tastic calls that off. Just had to quickly glance. Kitty Catapult now going to be jamming against Purple Venom. I think this is the second time Kitty Catapult's jammed today. I don't think they've jammed a lot. This might only be their second jam. Purple Venom's been out there a lot for Calgary. Getting pushed back. Kitty Catapult going side to side. Caught by Wheel Crusher. Has to cycle back as Violet Venom got. And then caught by Karma. And Kitty Catapult is going off for a cut track. Purple Venom has lead jam. Looking for 1 point. At least one. That's going to put Calgary over the century mark. Knocked down again. That is Lunar working on Purple Venom, keeping them outside on the outside track and on their back more than they'd like to. And Purple Venom calls it off just before Kitty Catapult was able to get through. try and score points. Puts it out 4 points and puts them over 100 points. So it's 103 to 288. Breaks that century barrier, and Calgary is calling for an official review. While we're waiting for that official review, I'll just pop the penalties up here for those at home. I'm getting close. Couple skaters. But we still got 10 minutes left, so. Come on, there we go. There's your penalties going for Calgary. Couple players there that have not taken any penalties. I'm surprised Purple Venom hasn't taken any. Usually they take at least one cut. And Pinky from West Coast has 0 penalties. One of 5 players this game that have not taken a penalty yet. Chaos and Red Streaks have been pretty good too, as is Maggie Mayhem. Each only have 1 penalty. Chaos has been jamming a lot, so it's a little bit, well, they've had lead jam, so you're less likely to take cuts when you're lead. You take less chances. The refs have discussed what they're going to do. If that call is going to go or stand, we will see. When we come back, Cinderella will be jamming against Dead Velvet. I don't see anyone reporting to the box, so I'm going to say that they probably lost that one. Dead Velvet jamming up against Askajam. And Askajam is through quick. Brat Tastic has taken a penalty there. Excellent move by Dead Velvet to get that call. And Dead Velvet gets through. Now on their scoring jam. Dead Velvet with a nice little jump there on the inside, jump and spin around to get past Mad Max. Is coming back up on the pack for both teams. Askajam runs into Hex. Hex able to knock them out, cycle them all the way back to that second apex. There's a penalty to Chevy Impaler. They might have sensed I was talking about them not taking any penalties yet. Now there's their first of the game. Askajam skating up, keeping this jam going. Tries to jump on the inside there, is knocked down by Loch Ness Monster. Cycled back by Ditzy, Lock, and Hex. Looks like there might have been a destruction penalty. And Hell's Bell, this is going to be Hell's Bell's first jam, starting as a jammer of the day. Pink and green Venom there to try and make them some space. Two of the triplets. Oh, and Tuffy got through, got lead, but also took a cut, kept skating, and takes the penalty. Venom's in there trying to make some space for Hell's Bell. Hell's Bell runs into Red Streaks. Those two were teammates in Kalamazoo, playing with Beat Generation. All the Calgary blockers are back on. Chevy in there making some space for Bell. No pack call there. Oh, looks like Bell was able to secure lead, so looks like Tuffy didn't officially get lead jam. Ditzy with a solid block there. Looks like Bell has taken a penalty, so we are skating for the full 2 minutes officially now. And Tuffy has just put West Coast over 300. He scored a score 300 to 115. Tuffy looking to add to that. And Hells Bell's out of the box looking for points. Does a quick spin around to try and sneak some in, but they did get 4 on that jam before they took that penalty. Rangers scored a 119 to 308. $189 points separating these two teams. And we got an official timeout. Our head ref is over talking to the bench for West Coast. Does not look like anyone has fouled out. There are 1 or 2 that are close. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I'll show that a little bit longer here for the folks at home. There's your skater setting at 5 or in orange. And here's your penalties for Calgary. Got a couple skaters that still have not gone to the box yet. You notice Calgary has 4 Venoms. Pink, purple, violet, and green. Violet is no relation to the other 3, but pink, purple, and green are all triplets. And once again, our 11:15 game-ish is going to be Team Northern BC taking on Avalanche City All-Stars. Looks like there was no... Oh, Chaos is starting this jam in the box. I believe that's Chaos. And our jam is on. This is Lita Battle Angel taking on Karma. Karma trying to push their way past. That is Mad Max, Pearl Jam, and Cinderella. Karma bouncing off those hits from the West Coast Spirit. Alita comes through, scores 4, and calls off the jam. Just over 5 minutes. Don't forget, after this game, you can go on to the Flat Track Fever 2025 Facebook page to vote for the overall tournament MVP. I do believe you can also find the QR code at the Chinook City table. And there's a cut on Red Streaks. That's going to open up an opportunity for pink purple Venom. Yep. Purple, one of the triplets, along with their siblings, green and pink. Powerline and Hex out there blocking for them, trying to make them some space. Purple looking to get through the pack. Gets through a couple blockers. Chaos is back on the track there with Pinky. The blockers are... And Green Venom comes through and just smashes up that tripod. Purple gets through, keeps that skate in. And Green Venom's now headed to the box. And the jam is off. 4 points apiece. Scores 316 to 123. Brat-tastic going to be going against Dead Velvet again. We've seen this jam a few times today. And Brat-tastic is through. But Brat-tastic has taken a cut call on the outside. So Brat-tastic will go to the box to feel shame. The Genuine sponsored penalty box, accept no imitations. And Dead Velvet gets through and has lead jam. Green Venom's there. Dead Velvet looking to whip themselves off Green Venom and runs into Pearl Jam. Karma cycles back Aska Jam. Dead Velvet is cycled all the way back by Pearl Jam and Fifi, or no, that's Alita Battle Angel. And now that's penalty to Aska Jam. And Dead Velvet scores 4, and Calgary keeps Brat-tastic to a no pass. Just over 2 minutes. Now just under 2 minutes. Powerline going to be jamming against, I do believe that is Tuffy. Tuffy tries to get through and does. Able to power their way through. Powerline comes back in. Powerline trying to push their way through. Tuffy runs into Wheel Crusher. He's knocked out, but Wheel Crusher trying to keep him back. And a nice star pass there under the arms to Chevy Impaler. Now your jammer for Calgary. And there's a directional call on Grease Lightning at the end of that jam. Just under a minute, we are going to probably get one more jam out of this game. So we might be close to being on time. No, we're not going to be on time. Well, so next game we'll be starting a little bit late. I would say probably close to like 25 after, somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll see what we can do about shortening it. Clock is stopped. We have a down skater. Thank you once again to our medics. Pay the pain, and I'm not sure who's Who's the medic with Pay the Pain out there? Nap Attack? Nap Attack is the other. They're medics together. And Pay the Pain, you can actually pie later on today should you decide to bid on that. You can pay to pie, pay to pie, pay. Say that 5 times fast. Got to fix the clock here as the skater did go down. Got our clock back, so we will have one last jam. Pay to pie, pay the pain. It just rolls off the tongue like magic. The refs are going to talk, see what they want to go, what's going to happen. After this game, we got our group photo. Then our skaters from Avalanche City and Northern BC will be warming up. We will get one last jam in here. This will be Purple Venom. And we got Karma, Lock, Hex, and Wheel Crusher. And your blockers for... Your blockers for West Coast, we got Askajam, Lunar, and Chaos. I do believe that is... Not sure who that is starting in the box. Now this should be the last jam, knock on wood. There we go. Here we are. It's almost time for our last jam. Refs are all sorted out. Jammers written, getting everything sorted. Lining up on that Trail Appliances power line. Jam line, we got Purple Venom and Alita Battle Angel. Karma, they're holding them back. And Hell's Bell got a little bit overzealous there with a no-pack call and did throw that extra little bump on Alita. Purple Venom just has to get past Lunar. Karma comes in to help out. Now they have to get past Gasket Jam. Excellent work there by West Coast getting in front of those blockers after they've been freed. And Purple Venom is free for their scoring pass. Alita comes through. Knocked down by Karma. Calls off that jam. That is your unofficial score, 328 to 127. Please wait for that long rolling whistle to signify that the game is over before you come in for high fives. We're all good listeners. Active listening. You should wait for the rolling whistle before you come in for high fives. If there's no rolling whistle, the game is not officially over.